driving down the highway here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Today is the first day in a long time that it rained here in Saigon, and it's a relief to the long heat wave we've been having here in Saigon. And I know that a lot of people feel very uncomfortable about the heat wave, and so this thunderstorm is very, very welcoming, I would say, for a lot of people. And today we're going to talk about all the reasons, multiple reasons why you should buy the VinFast VF6 Plus. Okay, we are driving in a VF6 Plus model, which means this car has more power, not the eco model. And we're gonna get into all the reasons why you should buy this car. All right, let's get into it.
Hey Tom, it's the one and only Floyd Money Mayweather. First I want to say congratulations on your YouTube channel. Everybody needs to follow your YouTube channel. So what everyone needs to do is subscribe to Tom Peng. Great guy, great person. Tom, keep up the great work.
So we're actually on our way to a charging station here in Vietnam, a VinFast charging station. And now let me tell you, it's one of the reasons why you should buy this car, the VinFast VF6 Plus. I will get to it eventually. So the very first reason why you should buy this car is its size, all right? So everybody has different utility of their car, their vehicle. And for some people, the VF5 is too small. If you ever get into a green taxi and you sit in a VF5 and you feel that the car is too small, but you don't want to drive a VFA and you think that's too big, then this is the right size for you. It's slightly bigger than VF5. It's not as unmanageable as the VFA. So if you are in that particular segment, you want something in between, this is the right car to get, all right? This is the right car based on your utility of the vehicle. So simple. This car is not too big. It's manageable. It has a good turning radius. It's pretty good on Vietnamese roads. It's pretty good in small alleyways. Not as good as the VF5 or even the Wuling, but it's pretty good. So if you want something that's easy to manage, easy to park, easy to traverse the roads of Vietnam, look into the VF6 Plus. The number 2 reason why you should buy the VF6 Plus, very simply, is the cup holders. Yes, it's not a fancy cup holder, but you do get 2 of them in between the center console. It may not seem like an important feature, but it is, because there have been many times where I sit in my Bentley and I have my cafe soda and I don't know where to fucking put it because there's no cup holders in there, all right? Or at least actually there is, I just can't find it sometimes. I just forget where it is. It's actually there, but in the Bentley, you know, it's not so obvious. Like I forget where it is. But but in the VF6 Plus, it's so obvious. It's right in the center console, very accessible. It also holds the beverage very snugly, so no spill. So that's kind of important, okay? I love my cup holders. All right, I need my cup holders. I need to put my beverage inside my cup holder tightly, snugly, so that, you know, it stays there and not come out. It's kind of important to have your drink in the cup holder, wouldn't you say? Very good reason. So number 3 reason why you should get a VinFast VF6 Plus is, you know, it's kind of hard to come up with this, but performance, all right? Performance. I did say performance is a negative in the reasons why you should not buy the VF6, but it's also a positive. It depends on the kind of person you are, right? So if you're like me, hungry for power and speed, then the VF6 will not cut it, okay? This is not the right car for you. But this car has more power, it has more performance than most of the gas cars on the street here in Vietnam. And also because it's electric, you're gonna feel that power anytime you put the pedal down, all right? You're gonna feel it. So it gives that sense of performance. So if you're not looking for, uncontrollable amount of power, but you want a bit of performance so you can have fun driving, then this might be the right car for you, all right? Performance is both a positive and negative for the VinFast VF6, I would say. I'm talking about the Plus model because I'm pretty sure that Eco model is shit, okay? The Eco model performance is gonna be total shit because it's a heavy car, it's gonna use the powertrain from the VF5, so it's not gonna be very good. But probably you can do better on the range, however. But performance on the Plus, I would say for a beginner, entry-level driver, it's more than adequate, okay? More than adequate. The number 4 reason why you should buy a VinFast VF6 Plus, and I think it's a good reason, is the fucking styling, all right? This car looks fucking sexy, all right? It looks more sleek than the VF8. It looks more sleek than the VF9. It is probably the most sleek VF car ever made. VinFast so far, okay? We're not talking about the VF7 here. We're not talking about any other cars that will come out in the future. But right this moment, if you're looking for a sleek, modern, sexy car that looks sporty, even though it may not be sporty, it's the VF6. VF6 looks the most sporty of them all, right? It looks like a sports crossover. It looks good. Seriously, I would take this car and go visit customers. I would not feel embarrassed by it, even though it's not an expensive car. All right, this car looks good. It looks good. I love the styling. All right, if you want your ride to look good, and even though maybe the car doesn't have the performance, but you don't care about that, then the VF6 is a pretty good choice. All right, I miss my Vincom charging station. I was so passionate and excited about the styling of VF6, I missed it. So now I have to go around a big circle to go back, which I don't feel too bad about because it's an electric car. I would feel a little bit guilty if it's a gas car because I'm burning all that gas and producing all that carbon footprint, right? So, but it's an electric car. I don't feel too bad about it. I love driving electric cars because I don't have to feel guilty about polluting the atmosphere with CO2, okay? And speaking of performance, it does have performance, right? Look at that. It does have torque steel though, but it does have performance. All right, so number 5 reason. I want to tell you the number 5 reason, which actually I think is the most important reason to buy the VF6 Plus when I get to the charging station, but I missed it. So let me tell you the 5th reason is that this car, because of its smaller battery, it does charge fast, okay? So I've been pleasantly surprised many times when I take this car to the charging station, I plug it in, I go have a meal and come back, it's 100%. You can probably charge this car at a fast charging station under an hour, get it to 100%. Like, you cannot do that with VF8. You cannot do that with VF9, all right? Because they have big ass batteries and it takes a long time to charge them. And so if you take those cars and then you need to charge, you need to wait, okay? You need to wait. But the VF6, because of a smaller battery, the charging time is fast, especially at a fast charging station. You can get the car fully charged up in around an hour or less. So it's more convenient in that sense because you need to get on the go, right? Especially for me, if I drive a car to go visit customers in Dao Nai, Bingyong, in the neighboring provinces, I drive a lot, really. Sometimes I drive 300 kilometers a day because I go visit customers, you know? And one of the reasons I don't take electric cars when I do that is because it doesn't have the range. But if you take this car, at least you can charge fast, all right? If you take a VF8, it'll take a long time to charge. So charging fast is a benefit. The same virtue applies to the VF5 and also the E34 because they also have small batteries and they tend to charge up fast, all right? So those are the 5 reasons why you should buy. No. I give you one more, all right? I gotta give you one more reason why to buy the VinFast VF6 Plus, all right? Gotta give you one more reason. Let me think. Let me tell you, all right? This is an entry-level car, and it's not priced much. All right, it's actually quite competitively priced in the Vietnam market, and it will be very competitively priced in the US market. The rumor is that this is gonna be around $25,000 or maybe under $30,000, which is fucking good. All right, so you know, it's a pretty competitive car in terms of price, but that's not the reason. The reason is we're buying this car because we are Vietnamese, okay? So whether you are a Vietnamese person living in Vietnam or a Vietnamese person living abroad, show your Vietnamese pride by buying a red VinFast VF6 like mine, all right? Because red is a Vietnamese color, apparently. Maybe I should like paint a yellow star on this car and it'll be like Vietnamese flag, all right? But what I'm saying is, you know, buy this for the Vietnamese pride. And let me tell you, I had no problems, not a single problem since I received this car. No mechanical issues, not like the VF8, not like the VF9. This car has been pretty good to me, just like the VF5. The VF5 and the VF6 have been pretty good to me, no issues whatsoever. You know, buy it for the Vietnamese pride. Buy it for the Vietnamese pride. So I give you 6 reasons, okay, to buy the VinFast VF6 Plus. So again, I summarize. The first reason to buy this car is its size, right? Some people want this particular configuration for their car, and this is the right car for them. The second reason to buy this car, I can't remember. Anyways, they are summarized on screen here, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 is Vietnamese pride. Okay, everybody, those are good reasons to buy this vehicle. Okay, and take some fucking action. Look into the VinFast VF6 Plus. This might be the car for you. And you know what? I always recommend Vietnamese people to buy Vietnamese cars, or non-Vietnamese people to buy Vietnamese cars. All right, don't be a fucktard.